Let's queer up gay culture. Shining through time, here are the stunning portraits of the old gays. Queer News Tonight has done countless stories on the old gays. They embody our pillars supporting LGBTQ plus seniors. The old gays continue to shine in a stunning new collection of portraits by photographer Maxwell Poth. Through his black and white lens, Poth shows the joy and beauty of aging gracefully while capturing Michael Peterson, Billy Lyons, Jesse L. Martin, and Robert E. Reeves. Their images, juxtaposed with photos of their younger selves, serve as a powerful reminder of the blessings of growing older. As former Out 100 cover stars and social media personalities, the old gays inspire us to celebrate queer elders and appreciate the journey of life. Poth's portraits beautifully showcase their resilience, vitality, and enduring spirit for all to see. Poth informed that he took these photographs last April while working on a project with these handsome gays. He shared the experience of working with them, saying, quote, "I loved every second of getting to know them and hearing their stories. You are loved," end quote. Here's a sneak peek into Maxwell Poth's breathtaking portraits of the old gays. For more of Maxwell's work, you can follow him on Instagram at Maxwell Poth. I love that I got this story. Hopefully not just because I'm more than likely
I think it's appropriate for you.
Yeah, absolutely. It was funny. As soon as I got it, I sync my phone every single time I get a new one. So like my pictures go back to the grainy days of pictures.
I'm right there with you.
I pulled up something like probably 15 years ago just to look at like the before and after. And I'm sorry, I am much better now. You look at those pictures of me at that age and you can tell what I was doing every weekend. You can see the stress on my face. Yeah. I think you really see a much happier person. And yeah, there's going to be some wrinkles and some spots, but the smile is so much more real and genuine. I'm one of those people who genuinely enjoys getting old and love when people get my age wrong and love somebody trying to throw an age jab at me too.
Who would do that?
I'm loving it.
Everybody before these cameras turned on. Viewers at home.
People on the street.
I have to tell you.
Anyone with good vision. Yeah.
I do agree with you because, I'm at that age now. I'm in my mid-50s and, it feels, like it's a different world for me. I kind of don't really care so much about what other people are thinking about me anymore and what other people are saying. I'm just kind of living my life. I'm living my best life. And, here I am on Happening Now, or Queer News Tonight. This is fantastic. So, you can do anything at any age. And it's just so inspiring, just to see these old gays. I follow them on Instagram and stuff. They're a riot. I'm like, this is so inspiring because you could do anything at any age.
Yeah, we'll just give you one old man lesson. What other people think of you is none of your business.
Right.
That takes a while to sink in, but when it does, oh my God, life is so much freer.
I will say, I feel if I look back at my old pictures that are synced up with, your Facebook memories and stuff, I definitely like me more now in my mid-40s than I did in my mid-20s. And I actually think that I look better because I learned how to take care of myself more, which then I was just living on a prayer and ramen noodles, you know what I mean?
Ooh, not ramen.
So,
not Bon Jovi.
So I love that part of it. I have such reverence for people who went through the AIDS crisis in the 80s and the 90s because so many people were killed and there is so much of a trauma in that generation. Yeah. So even I have this respect thing, like even when I disagree vehemently with somebody who went through that, like I just always like kind of hold back a little bit and I'm like, you went through some shit that I will never understand what that was like.
Yeah, let me listen.
To have the entire world like just forget about you while you're rotting away in a hospital bed and probably not even open for visitors to come in and for doctors to reject you and like the amount of vigils that they went to. It's a really horrific time in our history and I will never forget all the people that survived that and the trauma that went through that. On a superficial note, superficial note, I'm so glad that plastic surgery has evolved the way. So I do hope that in my 70s and 80s, I will look very not much different at all from my before pictures.
Thanks, Trini, for not reading the story at all that we're covering. It's the opposite.
Your cheeks will be out there. Yeah. So I will say, as a youth, the gay community has a very interesting relationship with age. So I always say that I just turned 30, which is like the gay 18 years old. Shut the fuck up. So, because when we're in grade school, we're not allowed to be our truest, most authentic self. Fix your bangs. We are not allowed to be our most truest and authentic self, right? We have to be the closeted version. So when we do typically approach our 20s and we decide to, I'm going to figure out who I really am and be my truest self, it's like we're like 13 years old again. So by the time we get 30, we're like, okay, I went through my prepubescent stage in my 20s. Now it's time to be an adult, like a young adult at my 30s. But then on the other side of it, we're shamed for looking any sort of age older than like 30. If you look your age, it's a problem. If you age gracefully, it's a problem. Unless you die at 18, then like you're just like some old withered, not my sentiment, I love you guys, but you're just some like old withered like bag of sand. And I think we really need to readjust our relationship with age as the queer community. We want to get old, right? That's the goal. Is better than the alternative. We knew a lot of gays in the 80s, like you just said, in the 90s, who didn't have the privilege and the honor of like growing old because they died from a disease that was that grew from the neglect from the government. So getting older is the goal. We can do what we can to treat it and make sure our skin is healthy and tight and use as much duct tape as we can. Trust me, I got a lot on right now. But let's appreciate and let's look forward to growing and aging together, because the goal is to be here as long as we can. Because if we die out, the Republicans win.